Alright, time now is 12:25 afternoon on September 10th, 11th. We're 7 days away from leaving. We're 1 week. Last week, baby. Last week for round 3. Slept really damn well from 3:45 to from 3:30 actually, from 3:30 to basically 12. I did wake up naturally at around 9 something after 6 hours of sleep, but that's pretty much it. Blah. Yeah, very much needed sleep after 4 days of sleep deprivation, I guess. Oh, I love the crispy voice. Enjoying it. And yeah, I was so sleepy last night. I was gonna watch 2 episodes of Cowboy Bebop. That's it. 1.5 episodes, in fact. I couldn't do it. I immediately started falling asleep the moment I started playing. So yeah. Hopefully today I have more energy. Hopefully today I have great time management. So today I pretty much won't do anything that crazy because the last 4 days was wild. So today, mild. I'm gonna film a couple reviews, edit videos, and I'm going to watch movies and TV shows. I'm gonna continue forward with apartment hunting around USC, and then I'm going to yeah, I'm going to just sort of go to Target and buy some chicken breasts and thighs, or I just don't know how to buy, like, I want meatballs, and I don't want to just go to Wii and order it online or something. It's I'm a week away, and I just need to finish the shrimp noodles with something like a more Chinese styled meat, I guess. And then that's pretty much it. And then I'm probably going to go back to CMD to film a couple more shots. Yes, I'm going all the way back just to film a couple shots. That's my dedication. That's how much I'm dedicated to my art. And that's pretty much it for today. My next week is completely jam-packed with shit. So I really don't know. I don't think I'll have a day to even hang out with my old roommates again. Ashley and Rachel and the drinking game. But I'm still extremely down to go drinking with Tova and Benny as like a symbolic, ending of round 3, It's all good, It's all good. And Lizzie said she wanted to buy me a drink, so, the same way Leslie said she wants to buy me lunch, but never happened. Buy me dinner, never happened. Yeah, Kiara DM'd me again this morning saying, in Italian we have a saying, the more you touch the shit, the stinkier it gets. So there's no point in digging further in Leslie's story, because you'll just keep finding out more dirt and finding out more insane, wild stuff, and it's just better to just, leave it, And I'm like, yeah. So, it's just this never-ending, spiral. Really gives me new perspective on my script as well, which is sort of about her. Now I'm thinking maybe I should just make it a feature film, because it's just so dense. But yeah. That's it. That's pretty much it. Nothing else. Yay. Really don't know what this is, but oh. My God. This is perfect. Alright. Woohoo. It's 11:12 p.m. Just finished dinner. It's awful. It's rice, chicken thigh, and some cabbage and mushroom fried together. I finally finished the mushroom and the cabbage. I think I've had it in the fridge for like 2 weeks. And this meal is just greasy and it's bland and bleh. Anyways, it's not as bad as the bread that the Jewish woman gave me. It's dry, and I mean, it's been in the fridge for like 4 days, but it's dry and it has like nothing in it. Yeah, anyways. Not a lot happened today. Really chill. Not very productive either. For some reason, but I tried my best, I really do. I went downstairs to cook this instant noodle with egg and bacon and some peanuts because I wanted to finish the peanuts. They're like, the more I eat the peanuts, the more there are. Like, it's just never ending, right? I went downstairs and there's this fat black woman who is like in her 40s, I think, and she's like, "Hey, how are you doing? What's your major?" And I think I've seen her before. And a couple people came in, but I think the Ukrainian family is like gone already. Anyways, after cooking that, I basically went out to CMD. I took a bus to CMD, and yeah, it's yeah, it's okay. Like, Kiara's talking to me. She's talking to me every day since 2 days ago. I went back to CMD and I was with my camera and I'm going all the way there just for a couple of insert shots. That's how dedicated I am, right? And I was a little bit, I was a little bit scared that I would run into people, like run into Leslie. Like, after the insane amount of information I've received about her on the last couple of days, like, I don't think I can ever like see her straight to her eye anymore. Like, I don't think I can see her straight in the eye anymore, honestly. I'm not afraid of her either. It's just that she's just not who I think she is. And she keeps being not who I think she is. You know, I should just really go for, like, fall in love with a safer, nicer, like, more normal girl next time. I don't know. To be fair, I think Mary's really normal right now. But my perception of her is, like, you know, really makes her this surreal, mysterious figure. But anyways, I don't know. Who cares? I went to CMD, filmed a couple insert shots. And holy shit, I was right on time. It was sunset. The sky was purple. And it's rare. Usually the sky is like, you know, yellow and red and, you know, and then, you know, LA always has beautiful sunsets. But today the sky was specifically purple. And it was golden opportunity. So I filmed a few insert shots. And then at some point I saw Kuchio walking out of his office, and I'm like, oh, of course, what the fuck? So I ran off as he was approaching outside. And as I ran off, my glasses fell out and dropped onto the floor. And I keep running. And I ran out of CMD through the side entrance, and I couldn't walk in. I couldn't go back. So my glasses literally stayed on the floor for like 3-4 minutes. Until Kuchio disappears. But it's so funny because Kuchio came out and took photos. Another guy showed up and started taking photos. Like, it's so crazy. And then I went to Instagram, and everyone from Aoba to Theo to like everyone were taking photos and posting it on Instagram. Like, even fucking Michelle took photos, albeit she didn't post it. But it's really funny. But it's really beautiful. At some point, a rainbow showed up, and it showed for only 10 minutes. And it was over CMD. It's like, what a majestic moment. Like, if today was the last day I'll ever be at CMD, it's such a beautiful, poetic way to end it off. But yeah, anyways, I'm glad I was with my camera. It's not just my phone, it's with my camera. So I got a couple really good shots, 24 megapixels, max resolution. And then and then I took a bus to Target. I took a bus to Target and I wanted to buy a bunch of stuff, but I could only buy chicken thighs because that's the only thing that I could buy there. Like, steak, broccoli, like you can't find that in Target. So I was carrying a pack of chicken thighs on me, and I was waiting for bus number 4. I waited like 7 minutes for the first bus. I had to walk to the bus stop first, waited for 7 minutes, the bus didn't show up. It did, but it just went right past because the bus stop just like, okay, my grandma's calling me. Hold on. Because I guess the bus stop stopped existing, even though on the transit app it says it does. And then I had to wait another like 15 minutes. I had to wait for another 10 minutes for the next bus to come, which is really stupid. And I had to walk to the next bus stop. So finally, I took a bus here, and it was like 9. Cooked dinner and ate it, and it's already like fucking 11. And I was thinking maybe I should hide the chicken thighs. When I came back, Elena, the Jewish woman, wasn't here, and I wanted to just cook it real quick before she comes back, so that she wouldn't see it and question me. Oh, is it kosher? You know. And then halfway through, like before I even put the chicken thighs on the pan, she returned. So I had to like quickly put it, but thank God she didn't question it. So I cooked it, ate it up. That's it. Tomorrow it's gonna be Tyler interview, and then us part 2, me and Tova part 2, and then I'll go to Ralph's for the final time, I believe. And then I'm done. I have a lot of food. I have a surplus of food. Like, I don't know how to finish all my eggs. I don't know how to finish all my cookies. I don't even think I can finish all my rice. I just have a surplus of food. And the Ralph's is going to be real quick and real simple. But that's it. I forgot to mention that I saw no, I didn't see. I spoke with Natalie a little bit. I figured that I should ask her because for the STAPS thing, for English tutoring, I went online to look at like discussion forums about STAPS and is it a reliable app. And I see a lot of posts saying that it's bad because it cheats you for money. It's a scam. Like, you know, you earn money, right, by tutoring, but a good chunk of it will go to the organization, or the app. So it's kind of like you're getting scammed. So I don't know if it's a good idea. So I asked Natalie, because I know Natalie probably knows everything about employment, like everything. So I asked Natalie, I'm like, hey, do you know anything about English tutoring? Like, aside from apps, like, do you know other ways? And she said, apps? And I thought by that she meant, like, you're using apps? And I'm like, yeah. And then she doesn't say anything more. And I'm like, okay, so how? And she's like, oh, it's easy. And I'm like, so how? You're not answering my question. And she said, apps. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you're also using apps. Like, so aside from STAPS and like HKTA, are there other apps? And then she records a voice message to me saying, I only know these 2 apps. How do you expect me to say anything more? Like, she's pissed at me. Like a little pissed, you know? And it's a little dumb because, of course, I'm like the dumber person and Natalie's the more all-knowing person. Even though I've gone through a whole fucking character arc in LA, I can go back to Hong Kong and still be the same skinny idiot. But no, I'm just overthinking. But anyways, I'm glad Natalie's a little pissed at me. There's still a little energy in her, I suppose. A couple more things. Leslie liked my Instagram story. I did post something. I didn't post a rainbow thing. I'm gonna save that to post when I'm like leaving LA. You know, it's gonna be like goodbye, my friends. And then, but I took a photo of like the sky, and it's like red clouds, but it's reflected through the mirrors on a building, which looked fantastic. And Leslie liked it. A bunch of people liked it. Furthermore, I spoke with Tova a little bit, and Tova said that we probably can't have a lined up schedule to like go out and drink together, but we'll probably do it in winter, but it's probably not going to happen, which kind of sucks. But you know what? That's also fine because I don't want to jam pack my entire schedule anyways. Small news, but Ebony, the half black, half Chinese woman with a cane, lost her phone and almost got hit by a cart in Long Beach. So that was something, and she's crying, I guess. And then, yeah, that's it. I also texted the USC Triple Link guy, and talked about probably finding an apartment in December. So hopefully that will follow through. So, yippee-ki-yay. Alright, time now is 9:01 a.m. on September 12th. I actually forgot to say happy birthday to Cedric a couple days ago. Fuck. But anyways, here I am now. So, God, my hair looks so stupid. I look like a fucking helmet. So I slept from 4:30 to 8:45. And yeah, it was very small sleep, but I did have a dream. I think I dreamed about I dreamt about Leslie, actually. I dreamt about going to Andrew's shoot, but it's like a new shoot. And I saw her, and I saw a bunch of other people as well. And apparently Leslie was like scripty on that shoot. But yeah, anyways, I'm back here again in real life. And today it's going to be somewhat interesting again, because I and Tova and Nigel will be interviewing Tyler. And then, afterwards we'll be interviewing Us again, Us Part 2, which is something that I'm particularly excited about. Last night was quite the thrill because I, last night was quite the thrill because I accidentally deleted some videos off of my camera SD card. And you know my relationship with deleting things. It's terrible. Yeah. I was, Michelle's texting me immediately. I was, importing videos from my camera to my, through my laptop to my hard drive. And, the first thing that happened is I can't find a bunch of videos. Benny Part 2, a lot of it is gone. I don't know what's happened. And then, Benny Part 2 is gone. And then a bunch of cool looking shots of the sunset is also gone. But some are there. And I freaked out and I'm like, that's weird. Why? So I changed the file ordering to by time, by date. And turns out some of the footage is in the very front, like at the very bottom, and some are like in the middle. So it's strange. I think the camera's beginning to like, you know, put these videos as in a different spot. And then I'm like, okay, fine. So I started copying those middle videos into the hard drive. And it copied for like 10 minutes, and I saw that the copying is over, and I deleted them. Turns out the copying isn't over. I just couldn't see the window because it was closed or something. It popped up, and I'm like, fuck, not again. And because I know that deleting shit on a laptop means that I'll probably never recover it. No matter what recovery software I use, so I was prepared to give up. I was like, okay, it's not the end of the world. Like, at least we got the audio for Benny's interview. At least I have the coolest sunset shots already copied over. At least most of Benny's interview is still there. And then I'm like, fuck. And then I went online, went to YouTube, and I found a recovery video where, and usually they're all bullshit, but then I found someone by the name of Stefan Malik doing a video on that. And I remember he does lens reviews, and I watch his videos all the time, and the guy's a trustable guy. There's no way he's making a video for fake recovery software, because 99% of all the recovery softwares are fucking scams anyways. So I watched his videos, and he said to download Recuva, R-E-C-U-V-A, so I'm like, fuck it, last resort, I'll download it, and if it doesn't work, it's whatever. I downloaded it, it scanned for half an hour, and then for 20 more minutes, it's there. And then I was going to recover it, and I thought, oh, maybe when it's recovered, it's going to be in like .m4a or some bullshit format that I can't even see. No, it actually did go back to MP4, and it got all the footage back. There's no freaking way. So, last time I used this software, it was for something completely different. And I don't know why it worked this time, but holy shit. So, yeah. So yeah, anyways, I'm looking forward to the interview today, and it is what it is. What the fuck's happening? Oh, damn it. Alright, it's 7:08 p.m. I haven't even had lunch. That's what I got. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Alcohol wipes. That's it. Got a macaroni salad. Tomatoes and cucumber salad box. I got a bottle of milk. I got steak. And I got chicken breasts as well as some salmon. That's it. That's my final Ralph's. Alright, time now is 9:21 p.m. I'm just gonna wrap it up right now. My voice is very raspy. I'm tired as fuck. So yeah, today, I did the interview at the main campus, and that's pretty much what happened. I woke up super fucking early. Oh my god, my laptop's screaming again. Woke up super early. I left my apartment at like 9:30 to take 2 buses to arrive at the main campus at 10:30. And turns out I was early. So Tyler's interview was supposedly at 11, and Tova told me to come somewhere between 10 to 10:30. So I'm like, fine. So I arrived at 10:30. Turns out I'm really early. And at that point, the Cadence Center was like filled with people. It was ridiculous. Tova didn't arrive until like 11-ish. And then we had to move to another location because Cadence Center was too noisy and too packed full of people. We went to the art building, but I didn't really like it there because it was hot, it was outdoors, I really hate that there. So I went back to the Cadence Center. Naja didn't come until 11:40-ish. And then Tyler didn't come until 12:40. And then we proceeded to do an interview with him for 2 hours. Honestly, our interview with Tyler, is way better than I thought it would be. It's like way freaking better. Like we all thought Tyler's just gonna mess around and joke around and not be serious, but Tyler ended up saying a lot of good shit. There are a lot of moments in Tyler's interview where he's just like, I don't know, I don't care, or I forgot. And it's like the opposite of like me, who has dramatic reactions, crazy stories to tell for every single thing. And Tyler's like the antithesis of me. Like, he has sex, he's handsome, and he also doesn't care. While I care a lot because I'm a small, pathetic, angry little man. I speed ran the fucking interview. Honestly, the first hour of the interview with Tyler, I basically speed ran the questions. I jumped around because I know there's probably no point in getting into the nitty-gritty details of every single event. I would do that with Benny because Benny probably remembers most and Benny probably cares, but Tyler doesn't really. But the second half got a little frustrating for me because Tyler went on like this half an hour long, 40-minute long tangent about how students shouldn't go unpaid, which is very true, but he just went off of like a 40-minute long tangent, and then Tova and Nadja would add on to that, and they would go off and they would say a bunch of things, and it's like, bro, I'm running out of time, man. You know, I'm running out of battery, my camera's running out of space. We're rolling here. I mean, I just want to get this over with, honestly. And then there are moments where I finally get to ask questions, but Tova tries to stop me. Like, what the fuck? Like, I think today's the first time Tova does things that just make me go, come on, bruh. Yeah. Like, I wanted to ask Tyler about Zach and Silali, and I know that's very dangerous because Tyler's already close with Zach and Silali in the first place, and asking Tyler about them may ruin our relationship. But I'm still going to ask him about it. I just need to be careful. And even Tova says she wants to ask him about it. So near the end of the interview, I asked Tyler about couple politics. And I sort of touched on the art department stuff and Zach and Zitlali. And then as I was talking, Tyler's like, Tova is like, no. Like, she reached out her arm and touched my left arm and was like, no, just you know, you don't have to answer. And Tyler's like, oh, so you want to juice the drama, huh? Yeah, as sort of like a half joke. But I was serious. I wanted Tyler to talk about it. And Tova's like, no, it's not me. It's just Enoch. Like, it's just Enoch who wants to know this stuff. Like, oh, so going on to a 40-minute long tangent is fine. But like me asking him something important about the shoot is not fine and too excessive. Like, no. So yeah, anyways, the interview finished and I was hungry as fuck. I ate a small packet of potato chips, I ate a Butterfinger, and then moved on. Tyler went out for a smoke break and then went to the Corsair Cafe to buy Tova like a drink, like a chai latte, and then we went back. And then we proceeded to have another hour of doing nothing, which I was also a little bit frustrated by. Like, I'm running out of time. I'm hungry as fuck. After me and Tova part 2, I want to go to Ralph's, buy some stuff, come back home, and just rest for the rest of the day. But now we're just dragging time, and Tova needs to get out by like 5 p.m., so now we're just wasting time. But I don't want to be mean about it, and I know that it's probably the first time Tyler and Tova have seen each other since centuries ago. Same for me. Tyler was nice too. Tyler hugged us all, and Tyler hugged me twice after we told him that I'm leaving. But anyways, we have Tova and Enoch part 2, where me and Tova get interviewed. And Tova didn't want to do it. Like, Tova was like, sure, but Tova said multiple times to me, like, she probably has nothing to add. But still, like, there are a bunch of stuff that we would like to talk about. At least I would like to talk about. And I know I don't want to force Tova to be in the same video as me. She never really said no, but she also kept saying, like, you know, you can just do it on your own. But it just looks bad if it's narration. It just looks silly. So our interview part 2 went on for about 1 more hour, and it's just... I just keep going, and Tova's just not really paying attention. Like, she's just scrolling through her phone, and I went on and on for a little bit. But I was quick with what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm quick and precise. I sound really dramatic. Even if I try not to be dramatic, I always end up sounding extremely dramatic, because that's just me, you know? I'm born extremely dramatic. And then near the end of the interview, when Nadja said any last words, Tova was like, okay, let me just say this. I really like Enoch. I really like working with him. I really want to thank him. But damn, he is so dramatic. There have been so many times where I just tell him, you know, you got to move on. You just got to move on. And I was a little upset by that comment. Like, for real. And I don't like it when people just put me in a position where it makes me feel like I'm a child and I'm immature. Even though I probably am, actually. But one thing I am appreciative of is that Tova's saying it in front of my face. Like, if she doesn't care about me, she probably would just pretend to be okay with me and just, like, you know, kiss my ass and, like, not really, not really reveal her true thoughts. But Tova even said that sometimes it feels like, and maybe half joking, but Tova said that sometimes it feels like I'm doing it for me only. And, I probably hate Tova. It was just a joke. Because I'm so particular with the interview questions and everything, and Tova thinks it's excessive. Tova thinks I'm just getting too much into the dramatic side of things, and I'm probably a little self-indulgent today, but it's supposed to be self-indulgent. If it's not, then what's the point? But I don't like people telling me to move on. I mean, I'm trying really fucking hard to move on. You telling me to move on is like stating the obvious. It's like me trying to open a door, and you're like, open the door now. I'm like, I'm fucking doing it. But it's like, I mean, how? Of course, Film 33 is important to me. Like, this is the most important thing that's ever happened to me in my life in this goddamn country. Like, what the fuck, Like, unlike Los Angeles natives who have lives outside of Film 33, other friends and whatnot, I don't. Film 33 is everything. Like, once it was over, I really couldn't focus on anything else, I'm trying hard to move on, but Film 33 is all I had. Like, ever since I've arrived here and I took Film 31, it's been a lead up to 33. So, yeah. And then there was also another tiny frustrating moment in the morning where I and Michelle talked about. Michelle's defending LA. Like, come on, let's be honest here. LA is not a very great city. And Michelle's asking me, like, I didn't even shit on LA this morning, but Michelle randomly asked me, after I shit on Century City, she asked me, why do you hate LA so much? And then she's like, oh, I finally get it, because you're born in Hong Kong and not in LA. And that's a valid point. I have a lot of beautiful childhood memories in Hong Kong and not here. But also, objectively speaking, LA is just worse. Like, its public transportation is bad, its cost of living is very overpriced for no reason, and it's just boring. Like, the urban planning is just boring as fuck. And I was also a little frustrated by that. Like, today is just, like, goes to show that I'm just a little angry little man, a little cynical little minion, a little fucker, a little gremlin. But, all is well, honestly. These are small hassles. I'm glad we have done our final interview until Carly and Liam next year, but we don't have to worry about that anymore. So, another thing is I lost my keys to this apartment, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I wasn't really freaking out, because A, I'm tired, B, I really don't recall locking the doors when I leave this morning. So, I took a bus to Ralph's, and then I took a bus here, and then I had to wait outside the main door for a couple minutes until a guy shows up, but it didn't take long. Guy showed up, went to 3rd floor, and goddamn the door is locked. I texted the Jewish woman. I called her. Turns out she's outside. Fuck. But she says she's coming back in like a few minutes. So a few minutes, she came back and opened the door for me. And I immediately checked if the keys are still here. Thank God they're still here. I didn't lose the keys. I just forgot to take them this morning. And I immediately cooked lunch. It was 7 p.m. and I had lunch at 7 p.m. and I was starving. I was literally dying in the inside. And I immediately cooked lunch, ate it up, washed all the dishes, took a shower. So I don't know, maybe I'll have dinner at 11 p.m. tonight. Not even a joke. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, this is, 6 days left, 5 days left, and I'm extremely excited to leave. I am extremely excited to leave. And I guess one more thing that come up to me is I really don't want to care about virginity and like sex and romantic relationships. Like I just really don't. I feel like I would be the kind of person who would be disappointed after my first relationship or like after losing virginity. I would probably just be disappointed and probably never want to do it again because the amount of effort for me to achieve one small thing that is way easier for other people, whether it be getting a girlfriend or just like something dumb, like, I don't know, trying to find a job. For some reason, I have a special power to make everything more difficult for me. And it's basically I have bad luck. And so I would, honestly, the best course of action is for me to just not do anything because anything is just extra trouble for me at this point. Alright, time now is 10:59 a.m. in the morning on September 13th. We are 5 days away from leaving, guys. 5 days, 5 days, 5 days. Woohoo, baby, woohoo! So I slept from 3:15 a.m. to like 10. But I don't know, I just thought that I should sleep more. So I just laid on my bed for about 45 more minutes. And yeah, it's, here I am. I had a dream where I was in the snow with a bunch of strangers and we were like afraid of big animals, like big deers or whatever. So we tried to like run or fight them, and then there was a girl and I randomly kissed her. Yeah, you know, it's just like, I've never even had a first kiss before. That's hilarious. I honestly wouldn't mind if I lose my first kiss to Leslie, albeit she is a shit person, as it turns out. But because she's one of the few people that I've truly like in love with, like I really don't mind kissing her. Really don't. But yeah. Anyways. Why did I say that? I don't know. Okay, anyways, fuck her. I don't want to remember anything about her anymore. I need to leave, and I hope she disappears from my life, essentially. I hope I fall in love with someone else, you know, like someone simpler. Either way. Last night, the dinner was fucking awful. The salmon, the pasta. The salmon was, I don't know why, I mean, maybe my cooking is bad, maybe it's just the kitchen that stinks, maybe it's the pan that sucks, but the salmon is so bland and a little stinky. No matter how much salt I put on it, the pasta's dry as fuck. And then the salad that goes with it, the Persian cucumber, has been sitting in the fridge for like a week, and it's a little rotten, and I still ate it all, and I wanted to throw up, really. That was terrible dinner. The best part about the dinner is the can of Pepsi that I drank. And then I started getting sleepy really early. I started getting sleepy before I even had dinner, like at around 10 p.m. And then I watched the movie, Meg 2, and I almost fell asleep like 7 times. But I still managed to finish it. I think that's why I was dreaming about big animals. I think that's exactly the reason why. But, yeah, anyways, new day, new dawn. 5 more days and then I'm gone. That rhymes. So today I'm going to USC to tour a couple apartments. And I'm not sure if I'll actually able to like rent those apartments, but like immediately. And by immediate, I mean immediately rent them, but then move in December. But it's good to have a reference, you know. It's good to have some reference visuals, you know. So yeah, I'll be touring a couple apartments, and apparently they're pretty cheap. They're all like $1,100, $1,200 rent tops. So it's like way cheaper. But yeah, we'll see. So that's great. And then that's pretty much it for today. And then tomorrow I'll be packing a lot tomorrow. And I'll be doing my final laundry session. And then Friday and Saturday are both kind of packed. Friday is DIT day in CMD, quite possibly the last time I'll ever be there. Until maybe, I don't know, I go back for the premiere of Ends and Means, or maybe I go back for another DIT day in 2024. But yeah, I'll be there in CMD on Friday. And hilariously enough, on Friday night, there's like an event, like a premiere of this Indian horror film called It Comes at Night. Not It Comes at Night, It Comes. And the director is like a alumni of this college, so, you know, huge event. And then at night of Friday, I'm going to watch Ashes of Time with Potter. Saturday will be a bit of here and there as well, because Saturday morning, I and Jonah will be moving boxes to public storage. Saturday afternoon, I'll be meeting up with Michelle for one more time at Century City. We're not going to the fucking Barnes & Noble anymore. And then Sunday, yeah, Sunday is Anywhere the Wind Blows in USC. I'm going to USC again. Really embracing my USC, you know, my Trojan identity. And then Monday I'm gone. So that's that. I'm really excited to go back. Really, really, really excited. And yeah, not much else. Not much else. Yeah. Yeah.
Pago. Si no tiene una tarjeta válida con tarifa, puede ser sujeto a penalidades.
Holy shit. This place is ghetto as fuck. Shit. There are rats here. Interesting. Alright, I think we're here. I think that's one of the buildings. Fuck.
Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. So yeah, this is one of our newest properties. We just got it done.
Okay.
It's completely vacant, so all the options are available. It's a 9-bedroom, 9-bath home. But yeah, feel free to walk around. I'll be here. Let me know if you have any questions, okay?
So, is it a private bathroom for everyone, or?
Yes. What happened? What's your step?
Thirsty as fuck. Alrighty, time now is 8:51 p.m. I'm gonna have dinner right after this, but or actually I'm gonna edit some videos and then have dinner. But anyways, let's talk about today. Yeah, I actually wanted to add a couple more things about yesterday that I didn't add, and that was during my interview. I speak very dramatically, and there was a moment where I talked about how I almost lost the Torrance permit and how I had to dox them. I almost had to dox a government official, and how the Torrance office is closed on alternate Fridays because Americans are lazy. I was really proud of that line. And when I said it, because I was allowed to, like a bunch of people around me in the Cadence Center looked at me, and one of them to my left was like nodding at me like proudly. Another person was like just looking at me, and she's actually Armida, the Persian girl, who was briefly in my Film 40 class like a whole year ago, but she's changed her major to media. She probably forgot who I am, but that's really funny. But anyways, today. Yeah, you know, 5 days left, and low-key, unexpectedly, I'm not that time crunched as I thought I would be. I don't think I will have the time to have an alcohol wine night with the old roommates. I don't think that's happening. Me, Benny, Tova, and Lizzie going out and drinking sounds really fun, but that's not happening. And I will hang out with Michelle for a little bit, but we're not going to a Criterion stand or anything fun like that. So, and I'm definitely not going to see Cliff or Justin again, albeit I really wish I could. So yeah, this is a bit sad that I just wish there's more time for me. You know, had I stayed, I would have been able to enjoy those things, but I guess there are sacrifices to be made for a greater good. So today I left my apartment and I spent like 1 hour and 15 minutes reaching USC. I have to take 2 buses plus metro all the way to USC, and I had to walk 15 more minutes from the metro station to the address that I was supposed to go to under the blistering heat. It was so goddamn hot, it's insane. To anyone who thinks this is cool, it's not. You have skin issues. This is clearly hot. And also I have to wait like 18 minutes for a metro or 16 minutes, I forgot, but it's so stupid. It's like the metros come like once every like 20 something minutes. In Hong Kong they come every 2 minutes. This is actually amazing. But yeah, I arrived and I was like, hey, first of all, the area is awful. It's like the ghettos. It's bland, it's deserty, it's full of trash, and it's nothing but homes. It's nothing but houses there are no restaurants or supermarkets or parks or whatever. No, it's just blocks upon blocks upon blocks of houses. And it's desolate as fuck. It feels dangerous. And it's just amazing the fact that downtown LA just looks like this. Or I guess south of downtown LA. South of downtown just looks absolutely fucked. I arrived and I was sort of confused where I should go, but I went to the address and a guy showed up. This Middle Eastern guy, whose name is Hossein, and he basically was like, hey, he immediately knows it's me. And I'm like, hey, you know, and then he brought me to the first address. And it's not bad. I mean, again, like, it's bad for me, but in comparison with, like, any other possible place I've seen, it's not bad at all. Like, yeah, it's in a dirty, dusty, messy construction site. And it's not a very great, you know, if I exit the apartment, it's just, I'm just in the ghettos. Honestly, and the same for the apartment in Sawtell. But, yeah. You know, I have to walk a couple flights of stairs, and apparently the apartment is basically the whole building, and it's 4 stories, and I have 8 roommates, so it's a 9-bedroom, 9-bathroom place, which is a lot. The rooms are small. Okay, this room I'm living in right now is actually probably the largest room I've lived in. The one in Sawtell is a little smaller, but it's perfect. And then the one I just visited, or the first one, is very small. I could barely fit a second table in there, and the sink is really tiny as well. I also looked at the hangers beside the bathrooms to see where I could hang my shower towels and whatnot. Because I really care about hanging towels, because if I have shower towels and I have nowhere to hang them, I'll just put them on my bed and it's gonna make blanket wet, and I would hate that, but I have to do that, you know, because where the hell else am I gonna put it, you know? And I know it's standard for bathrooms to have hangers, but some hangers are just like dumb, you know? Anyways, I remember how back in the Sawtell apartment, after I take a shower, how I would just, you know, push the knob to cold water and then to, you know, turn it off, and then how I would use my left hand to push open the glass door, and then I would use my right hand to grab the towel, and then I would wash my left hand a little bit because I touched the glass door, and then, you know, I do it so smoothly. To think that I will never do that series of actions again is just wild. Anyways, I digress. The first apartment, aside from the small size and small sink and whatever, it's amazing. It's no popcorn ceiling. Actually feels clean. You can actually drink water that is already filtered. It can make ice. There's AC, in-unit washer and dryer right there. It's great, and it's furnished too, so it already comes along with a small table and a small chair and a bed, and you know, it's actually works out. The only big issue is that it doesn't have a closet, but it is like $1,100, and that includes most of the utilities. According to the guy, it's like $100 for the room, and then $900 for all the utilities. If you use more than that, then it'll charge more. So this is like wild. This is absolutely fucking wild. And then on top of that, you can actually take a free Lyft ride to USC campus. Okay, so though it could be better, I want to see a place that's larger, a bathroom that's larger, maybe with fewer roommates. So I went into his car and he drove me to another spot, and I started filming, and this random black guy in a car was like, "What the fuck? Get this bitch ass N-word filming bitch ass," and it's just ghettos. But we went into this place, and this place is even farther away from the USC campus. By walking, it's like 20 something minutes, which is not great, but I'll have a bike, and also a bus works fine, whatever. I went to this apartment and it's slightly better. It's 4 roommates. There are no flights of stairs. There's a little area out front where I can tie my bike down, and it's again got the AC, got an unit washer and dryer. It's centralized AC, but you know what? It works. And the bathroom's a little larger. There's a space to hang stuff, and there's a closet, tiny closet, but still a closet nonetheless. So, you know what? This is workable. I can, like, work around it, you know? I don't have to store all my clothes in the closet. Like, I can keep a bunch of winter clothes in a box at a side or something, you know? So, it works. And there's also a tiny cabinet in the bathroom as well, which is cool because I need to use that. So, yeah, you know, that also kind of works. And that is also, like, $1,100. It's cheap. It's great. I'm so glad I found out about TripleLink, because this is literally a huge savior for me. So, and it's not that uncommon for people to look at apartments and then rent it like a few months later. It's not super common, but it's not that uncommon. So what I'm doing is like on the right track. Anyways, took a metro back home. Yeah, I had to wait for metro for like 10 minutes. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. So I went to a 7-Eleven. I'm extremely thirsty, and I bought myself a mango Snapple tea, which tastes like artificial flavored sugar water. And it's $2.24, which is about like 14 Hong Kong dollars, 15. Yeah, $15 for a bottle of sugar water juice. I can get something way better, half the price in Hong Kong. Can't wait to go back. Yeah, and then took the metro, and then took 2 bus rides home, and the second bus ride was bus number 4, and that really fucking pissed me off. It's packed with people. I had to wait 10 minutes for bus number 4, and then I overshot by 2 bus stops, because there are so many fucking people. I know that I have to get off, and I kept saying, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, but by the time I finished saying that, and by the time I got to the door, the bus door closes. So I'm like, fuck it, and I'm mad. And I went, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll get off next station. It didn't go off next station, it just went past because nobody pressed the bell. So I overshot by 2 bus stops, and I have to walk back. It's not that crazy of a walk, it's about a 10-minute walk. It's fine, but I was really fucking mad. I hopped onto the bus stop bench, I hopped on scooters and did a little dance because I was just that angry. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Not much else. Apparently Theo's hanging out with Liam last night. And Tova sent me an Instagram story. And another thing is, on Friday night, some special event is happening at CMD. So what is the more appropriate way of ending off my life in CMD than to transfer files at CMD during a very important night? So that's fun. And then that's pretty much it. I'm going to edit a couple videos, eat dinner, watch some anime, watch a film, and tomorrow it's going to be chill as well. I'm going to do the laundry, I'm going to pack up, yeah, I can't believe I'm leaving. You know, again, small sacrifices to be made. I want to go drinking. I want to find a girl. Honestly, going back to Hong Kong guarantees a larger chance of me. I don't want to care about romance and whatever, but if I go back to Hong Kong, I actually will probably get to meet more people versus here, for some reason, because I'm not going to USC, so I'm not starting a new life. But I feel like, anyways, you know, I wish I could go drinking with my roommates or with Lizzie and Benny and Tova. I wish I could watch movies. Apparently, Landmark New Art is playing Blade Runner 2049 on September 22nd. I've been waiting to watch that movie for 4 years, and I can't watch it. But it's okay. I'm sure when Dune Part 2 comes out and they do a Villeneuve retrospective, I have to go see. Yeah. And also Yi Yi and Academy Museum, and, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. I'll go back to Hong Kong. I'll have good things. I'll have good things there. I really fucking look forward. I still haven't told Pink and Tom. I really need to tell them. I also filmed the self-introduction video for STAPS for English tutoring. So hopefully that works out. If Natalie said that it's easy to find a job there, then sure. My mom also called me last night and we talked about how there's another job. Because I ran into this aunt on Sunday during church, like before Sunday school, and I kind of forgot who she is. And she's like, "Oh, Enoch, how's everything doing?" So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I totally forgot who she is. And she's like, "Oh, I'm friends with this other person, and this person friends with your mom. So tell your mom I said hi." So last night, my mom called me and was like, "Oh, so you ran into Aunt something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, that's her." And apparently the other friend told my mom and said that, "Oh, I heard your son needs a job." Or like, if I have a job thing, if your son wants to do it, then, sure. So apparently there's this thing, and it's a small, stupid little thing, but, they're trying to do these interviews and interview artists, celebrities, and they're all Christians, pastors, and it's just like this Christian interview thing, faith thing, and I'm going to shoot some stuff. And I get paid, not a lot, but a little bit. Definitely lower than minimum wage of Los Angeles. But you know what? I'll still do it. If I'm gaining more than $0, I'm happy. So this means I'll probably have 3 jobs. I'll work for my mom's company, the stupid Christian interview thing, and also English tutoring. And my goal is 20,000 Hong Kong dollars after 3 months. I don't know how is that possible, but I want to. And then that's it. If I can get 20K. 20K in Hong Kong dollars is about, how much is it? I don't know. I think 20K is about $5,000. No, it's even less actually. Fuck. 3,000. Yeah, about 3,000 US dollars. It's not bad. It really isn't bad. $3,000 in 3 months. That is a couple months rent plus a few meals, It's not that bad. And then I'll find a job at USU. The moment I arrive at USU, I'll find a job there. You bet my ass I will. And yeah. So I've decided to experiment a little bit today. This is white rice, but this time when I added water to the rice cooker, I added 2/3 chicken broth and 1/3 water. I've always done water only, but you know what? Let's try this. Hold on. A little bit more flavorful. Just a little bit. Alright, time now is 11:55 a.m. on September 14th. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, we are 4 days away from leaving. 4 days. 4 días. 4 days. Holy shit, time flies. I can't believe that it's only 4 days until I leave. It really feels like the end of something. It really does. I slept from 4 a.m. to 11:45. I woke up like 3 times in the middle. I actually woke up at 10, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. That's 6 hours. So I went back to sleep. Actually, 4 to 11:45, that is like less than 8 hours, but I just naturally woke up. But anyways, I feel fully charged. I feel rejuvenated. It's great. It's nice. It's whatever. Yeah, this is probably the last time I'm going to wake up naturally until I return to Hong Kong. Like tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Of course, Sunday, I can technically wake up naturally on Sunday, but I would rather not. Because it's my second to last day here. And then Monday, of course, I have a plane to catch, even though it's at night, but still. So, yeah, wow. So today is going to be chill. I'm going to film 3 reviews, hopefully, and watch 7 episodes of Cowboy Bebop. Essentially finish Cowboy Bebop. I'm going to pack, especially for boxes. So instead of like stuffing everything into the boxes like I did last time, I'm really trying my best to avoid mess and avoid avoid what happened to me, just now, like not knowing where anything is. So I'm going to inventory everything. I want to make sure everything is properly inventoried. I'm going to write down, I'm going to use a Google spreadsheet for real. Yeah, everything has to work out from now on. Like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Last night, I can't go today. I'm going to go tomorrow night, and then on the 17th, it has to go like that. Even though I have a little not stomachache, but I don't feel very comfortable right now. That's why I just mentioned it. And yeah, also, on the 18th, I can't take a shower or anything. I need to make sure the shower towels are all, laid out, and they all can dry up before I put them in the bag and put them in the storage. But yeah, this is the end. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Tomorrow will be the last time I'll be seeing Tova and Potter. Saturday will be the last time I'm seeing Michelle. And Jonah. And then Sunday. Sunday is a John L's thing. Monday, I'm leaving. So, yeah, it's all coming together. Proper way to end off, actually. A proper end off, I would say. It's been a crazy semester. I should save this speech at the very end, but it's been crazy, Everything with Film 33 and Leslie, it just came full circle. The proper way to sort of talk about what I think about Leslie right now is that I've lost a lot of respect for her. Ever since Kiara told me about how she dates other guys, how she dated Simon, and after Benny told me she might have lost her virginity, I've lost a lot of respect for her. And surely it's also kind of hot that she's mentally unstable and maybe promiscuous. But also at the same time, she's lost a lot of my respect. Like, I don't know, Mary gives off the same vibe. Mary gives off the, ooh, I like to fuck vibes. But Mary's high and above. Like, she's like a noble woman, She's like, she doesn't go around and lie to people. And I don't even know Mary that well, but she doesn't give off that vibe. So Mary never lost my respect, but Leslie did. And I removed her from my close friends list on Instagram, like yesterday or a couple days ago, because it truly is over. It truly is over for her. Maybe I'll see her again tomorrow, but if I don't, wouldn't fucking matter. So, I feel like I've had a proper ending with her. The proper ending is just to, like, ignore her. That's it. Yeah, and hopefully I meet someone else more interesting. Hopefully, it will happen, I'm sure. And if it doesn't, then who cares, right? Like, the more confident of a person I become, and the more able I am to be successful, the less I need a person in my life, I guess. Like, I'm gonna be less and less emotionally, emotionally dependent on other people. Because happiness always comes from within, So, yeah, either way. Great. Alright, so, once again, as per tradition, before I leave this place, before I start packing, I'm going to have to do a room tour, a tour of the place I live at. So this is the tour of the 6th place. So starting off, we have the front door. This is where I always wear shoes outside. So these are the shoes I wear. Moving on, we have the food section here. We have some peanuts, donut spice, pumpkin spice donuts, that's empty. We still got a little cereal here, some peanut butter, honey, soy sauce. I'm afraid I can't finish any of this. We have some spaghetti over there. This tissue box ain't mine. Next up, we got my usual workstation. This is where I work all the time, with a very short, rolly chair that is very squeaky. And also, this plug, maybe it's because it's been plugged in so much, but it's very unstable. So I have to use tape to make sure the plug stays in the socket. This is where I work. This table is extremely dirty, and I barely have any space. I eat food always here. I never eat outside. Okay, it's similar to how I set up my old workstation, actually. Really similar. You got the mouse here, the earphones, blah, 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 yada, yada. This is my review stuff. Right here is all my food stuff and a bunch of miscellaneous shit. Just miso soup, some candy. I need to finish all this. Either that or I bring some back home to Hong Kong. So there's that. This is a light. This is where my bags go. By the way, I'm not using the closet at all. For the 3 weeks I'm staying here, I've never used a closet. Like, I've always only used, like, clean clothes, like socks and underwear and whatever is from here. Pants is from this bag. Here are the paper boxes. My box of cookies is here for some reason. My rice cooker, my camera bag, and a bunch of boxes here. A bunch of stuff that, when I moved into this room, I had to place a bunch of boxes here. So all of these they're mostly untouched ever since I came back. Including the cabinet. This is the spot where I put my dirty clothes. It's just this little area. Salt, pepper, paprika, oil, and garlic here. And a bunch of important shit here. Receipts, my passport, wallet, keys, whatever. And then the water filtrator. Moving on, we got more boxes, more bags, more shit. I'm trying to pack up stuff. My clock over there. This is a bedside lamp that I barely use, but I'm only turning on now because I need to show this place around. This is my bed, and it's a queen size bed, and once again I'm too tall for it, so I can't lay flat like vertically. I need to sleep diagonally. And this blanket is very mid, but I still managed to fall asleep. Here are the 3 luggages that I have. I'm only bringing 2 of them back home to Hong Kong. My cameras, whatever, I don't know why, but after I moved in here, the Jewish woman that I'm living with gave me a bunch of paper plates and paper forks for no reason, and I never really get to use them. My trash bag, my mop. I will not mop this place. This is going to the storage. So there's that. So following that, we have the bathroom, and thankfully the sink is quite large, and there are a lot of space for me to place anything. This is the cup I use. These are dirty cups. These are all, these, I can throw them all away, honestly. Retainer, face wash, soap, facial cream, small scissors, yada yada. Again, a lot of these bags are bags that I placed down here the first day I came here. So they're still here so that when I go pack up, it's fine. This is the bathroom. I hate how small the bathroom is. So every time I want to go pee or whatever, I have to either stand here or like use the foot to kick the door shut. And then the shower towels, I can't open the door all the way, otherwise it will crush my shower towels. I use this one after a shower. This one is for miscellaneous stuff. And then there isn't a lot of space between this bar and the wall, so when I put in a mega paper roll, sometimes it's tough to pull. This is the shower place, very vertical, kind of narrow too. I have to place my shampoo and shower gel there. So that's pretty much the place. I always put my slippers here, it's whatever. And then let's go outside a little bit. So I always do this. This her bathroom, okay. This her room. Okay. This is the kitchen that I work with all the time. And this place is fucking disgusting. It's a little bit better today, but usually it's really gross. And there's a fridge. This is my section, and now this too, partially. And I never really go to that area, but sometimes I need tissue, and this is the only tissue box in the whole house, apparently. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the tiniest fucking space. Like, the only kitchen spot I can work at is here. And this is the bluntest knife ever, and every time I cut carrots, it smashes on the plate because there's no cutting board. And it makes a loud noise, and every time all my food spills everywhere on the floor because I have no fucking space. So, it's the... God damn it. Okay. I can't really cook with one hand, but I just want to show how bad it gets. First of all, fuck these. Okay. Fuck. It's a little bit better today because I don't have a lot of seasoning stuff, but these nuts have been here for 4 days. Are these even fucking nuts? I don't know. So let's move this knife to a slightly more right position so that I can place a lettuce leaf like this, but not like this, because I need to grab the knife. So I this, and then I try to cut the edges, because this lettuce has been sitting in the fridge for God knows how many days, and the edges are all blackened. Okay, you know what? Alternative solution. Alternate cook moment. Alternate chef moment, right? Let's turn up the heat. Let's get this beef. A little bit deoxidized, but it's okay. Let's get this non-existent bottle of soap that's probably 9 years old. Love it. All right. Then use this amazing, not full of holes, definitely solid and opaque spatula. And let's move this piece of deoxidized steak around this definitely sticky pan. That is probably older than 10 years. Very nice, very nice. Alright, time now is 12:16 after midnight. I just finished dinner. Half a potato box. I keep stepping on. Okay, it's so annoying. I don't know why, but today's really fucking frustrating. Any small thing that could happen just happens. So nothing that crazy happened today. I had to do 3 reviews and watch 7 episodes of Cowboy Bebop, and it's a lot of stuff to do, and I was pretty sure that I'm gonna run out of time, and I surely kind of did, because I'm only having dinner till now. I spent quite some time doing laundry, and I hate doing community laundry, but I'm still willing to do it because I have a box and I have alcohol spray and I got gloves and everything. But when I carried the box of dirty clothes downstairs, I was thinking, ooh, what if I can't do the laundry today? Like in an alternate reality where I can't do laundry, can I still get on a plane with comfortable clothes? I still can, but it would suck. So I went down, and then of course I can't. At the moment, I have to wait a while. So I went all the way back upstairs here and waited a little bit and then went downstairs again. Or more like, I was downstairs and I stood there and I waited until the load of clothes in the washer is finished. So all 2 washers and all 2 dryers have clothes in them. And then I was like, finally, if push comes to shove, I'm going to take the clean clothes out of the washer, I'll dump it on a basket that's magically there, and then I'll put my dirty clothes in. And then I found out that I forgot the fucking clothes washing juice. So I went all the way back up, went down, threw them in. There's another guy, this white guy with facial hair who is nice and stuff, and I told him, hey, I'm sorry, but I moved your clothes out. And he's like, oh, it's okay. So anyways, fine, whatever. So I washed my clothes. Half an hour later, went back down, just to realize that time is not over and I still have to wait like 11 more minutes. So I came back up and I came back down again for the 4th time to transfer my clothes from the washer to the dryer. And I went back up, waited for a whole hour, went back down, and I was like, oh, what if... Because I thought that the previous guy has already taken out all the clothes. I thought all the clothes are finished washing. So at around 8:02 p.m., my clothes are finished drying. And I waited until 8:11 p.m., so 9 minutes, just 9. And I thought, okay, it should be okay. Like, no one probably has touched my clothes, right? Nope, I arrived down there and all my clothes are on top of the dryer. And I was just like... And it's so frustrating. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. It's just people touching my clothes. I really fucking hate it when people do that. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. And at first I'm like not that angry. I'm like, fine, whatever. I'll put them in this plastic bag and I won't mix the clothes with the other bags of actual clean clothes. So this is quote unquote clean, not clean. This is clean, but another human hand has touched it. So it's not clean. It's fake clean, essentially. But I'll still wear them, because what the fuck am I going to do? Wash it and dry it again? Hell no. If that's more time and money. Fuck. I got so upset that I screamed. I was like, ah! On top of my lungs. Just, ah! And I did that twice. And it felt so good, the screaming. It felt so good. I was so loud. I was like a mountain lion getting hurt. And I realized that for the entire last semester of Film 33 and Leslie and everything, I never did that. I never got so stressed out I had to scream. But something as small as somebody touching my clothes can get me screaming. And things just go downhill from there because everything starts sucking, like the door... You know, I had to go up and down like 5 times. I tried to open the door to the stairwell and it's really heavy. And I live on the 3rd floor, so I imagine going up and down the entire fucking building. I yanked the door and then I have to kick the door open to keep it open because I have to pass through the fucking door. And then I have to open the door with one of my hands, so my other hand has to hold the box, aside from the box. And then the box gets tilted and the clothes come out of the plastic bag. So that was really maddening. And then I was in my socks and I walked over to the sink to wash my hands. And then I walked over my slippers and my left slipper flipped and landed on top of the right slipper. And that got me really mad and I shouted, "Shut the fuck up!" on top of my lungs. Thankfully the Jewish woman isn't here. I mean, if she was here I wouldn't do that, but the flipping, that really got me. And then it's just a bunch of small stuff like when I was cooking, I was making salad, and it was such a small cooking space. The carrots, the chopped up carrots, fell onto the floor 3 times. Not all of them, like 2 pieces, 3 pieces fell onto the floor, and the floor is really dirty. And the woman last night told me to vacuum the floor or something. Oh, so suddenly you care about cleanliness. This place is literally as dirty as a doghouse. And then, I don't know, just stuff, really, like bits of garlic falling onto the table and falling onto the floor, onto my pants. It's just really frustrating. So, lots of very dumb moments today, and I really don't know if I have time. I did a little packing. By little, I mean tiny bit. So I need to do more like later, right before bed, and I still have 4 episodes to go for Cowboy Bebop. I'm gonna drink some chocolate milk later, but it's probably spoiled already. If it is, then I will just throw it away. Yeah, I don't know. And then I'll finish the peach yogurt tonight, and then that's pretty much it for today. And then tomorrow I'll wake up quite early to do DIT stuff. Spoke with Kiara more. Kiara's almost speaking to me every day, which is very interesting. How this unlikely alliance came to be. But I guess we're just, allies because of common hurt, because of common pain, I guess. Yeah, again, like Leslie just lost a lot of my respect. And before knowing that she's dated other people before, or, it's fine if she's dated other people. Like, I mean, I didn't stop liking Mary. Like, Mary didn't lose my respect because she dated, who's the name of the other guy? Mary didn't lose my respect. But the issue with Leslie is that she lied to me. That's the point. And it changed my perception of her. I thought she wouldn't lie to me because she actually, is decent, To me, at least. Maybe she lies to other people, but maybe I'm special. But no, she just lies anyways. And she just kind of lost my respect. And it's just stark difference between her and Mary. Stark. Because Mary is I fall out of love with her, but I still respect her. But Leslie, I just respect less, unfortunately. I guess my feelings for her were still true, It's still infatuation, love, but yeah. But I am actually, honestly, seriously going to move on from her. I don't need to see her anymore. It's just a done deal for me. It's just a completely done deal. I mean, back in July and August, it's also a done deal. But the difference is that back in July and August, it's okay, we can still be friends, right? Maybe sometime in the future we'll meet up and we'll have this interesting shared history. But now it's never mind. That sounds stupid now. I don't want to be friends with a liar and a manipulator who just goes around and fucks around with people. And doesn't have much in terms of remorse. Doesn't really think or care about people's feelings. It's almost like the opposite of the kind of girl I would like. I like how crazy and unhinged and quirky she is, but I also really, really like girls who care about people, So, yeah, unfortunately, kind of lost my respect.